So, Drake is taking his ball and going home. Pause. Hey, yo, pause protesters. Get out of here. Change the place for you. So, yeah, Drake is like, yo, B, I had enough. Taking my ball and I'm going home. And can you blame him? Can you really? I don't blame him at all. Mainstream America is turning on Drake. I would say they turned on him, but it's still a lot of people, he's still got a lot of fans out there that, they're hanging on to, they're hanging on to their love for him. And they debating dudes, sounding crazy in debates. I mean, listen, I understand what y'all going through. I do. I'm not trolling y'all. That's not what I'm doing. I understand what y'all going through. Like, I'm a fan of battle rap, right? And I have some friends that are battle rappers, like some names that y'all know. You know what I mean? It's hard, pause, to see the dude you running with, the dude you rooting for, especially if your relationship is to him is beyond just fan and performer. You cool with a nigga too, and it don't even have to be that. Just if it's your favorite battle rapper or one of your favorites, and you see him in the battle and he get cooked, you know what I'm saying? Like he could be doing good, right? Like, because in the battle rap, a lot it take a lot of things to win. It's not just who got the best lyrics. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes performance will beat lyricism. Sometimes jokes will beat all of that. You know what I'm saying? And the dude with the best mix of all of it's a smorgasbord of things, right? That go into being a successful and an effective battle rapper, right? And your guy could have the better lyrics, but the other guy beat him out with performance, or your guy's his bars is more carefully, more masterfully crafted. But this dude, energy and what he said wasn't even true, but it was just haymakers or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And you gotta see your guy go down. Pause. And you like, damn, that ain't better than my. I mean, according to your own preference, right? And you gotta see that. It's hurtful. It hurt. It hurt. You spend weeks after the battle telling niggas, yeah, but he said he was talking about this, blah 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 blah. My guy was blah 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 blah. Or you understand what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? I've gone I've gone through this. I have. I really have. You know what I'm saying? I take it a step further. I haven't even watched till this day. I have still never watched the Mike Tyson Buster Douglas fight. I'm from Brownsville. I refuse to see Mike go down. I heard he lost before I saw it. Only way I was going to see that fight was to see it when it was happening. I had to been watching it on TV or in the building. I was too young. Wasn't couldn't have been in the building back then. I was too broke or too young or too both, right? I didn't see it on TV. I heard Ike lost. I don't need to see that. I don't. Till this day, when I watch highlights on YouTube. My favorite team. I watch a Knicks game or whatever. Boom. If I don't see the game, I catch it on YouTube. I go to the highlights. I go straight to the end to see if we won or lost. If we lost, I'm not watching that. If we won, then I'm gonna rewind it and I'm gonna watch it. Sorry, not sorry. That's just who I am. So I say all of this to say I understand all of the Drake fans and what y'all going through. You understand what I'm saying? Because on some levels it's a battle of preference. You knew who you wanted to win from the jump. And seeing the guy that you wanted to win not only not winning, but it getting ugly the way it is now, like it's regular fans done joined in the BBL Drizzy challenge, right? Now, granted, that wasn't Kendrick that did that to Drake, but still, y'all boy getting cooked from all over the place. You know what I mean? Scorpios. But anyway, so yeah, he's taking this ball and he's going home. I always say, uh, you know, go where you value. You understand what I'm saying? And what I always say is when mainstream America turn on you, yeah, yeah, usually what I always say is when mainstream America turn on you, you probably doing something right. You understand what I'm saying? But this is a little bit different. This ain't really mainstream America turning on him because it's like this is the people. You understand what I'm saying? This is like Kendrick is a people's champion type of dude. You understand what I'm saying? But like they in the college, like he not from here. He in this foreign country. I mean, it ain't foreign really, but I'm just saying he in this country and everybody going crazy on him everywhere he look. What you gonna do, B? Everywhere you look, it's a new allegation popping up. It's some other alleged situation or somebody else making the things that Kendrick said in his songs look truer popping up. You understand what I'm saying? I don't even want to repeat all of that, but y'all know what I mean. Excuse me. So he's taking his ball and going back home. Pause. But he's going home to the same house that has been trespassed or attempted to be broken into twice since the shooting. The non-drive-by, should I say? Because that's the way they explaining that is weird. I understand they probably not trying to give up too much information, but the way they explaining that is weird. And the way I look at it, just for me looking at that house, a drive by the way I know drive bys to be, the way they talk about it in the movies, right? You can't do no. The gate is here. The house way down there. Was the security at the front gate? And I don't know. It seemed weird because if the security is at the front gate, then why? And then that's where he should have got blamed at, right? So then why they got yellow tape all up in the court and all of that? You understand what I'm saying? I don't know, but time will tell. And then somebody asked me something in the comments of one of my videos about the possibility of one of these. I don't know if it's one of the battles or something that could be staged. I come from a school of thought where it's like you got enough money, all this can be staged, all of it. With enough bread, it can all be staged. Like it could not be nobody shot. That's just what I believe. I mean, I could be dead wrong, but I'm of the mind thought if you got enough money, you can fake all this. But that's not the angle I'm speaking from, because yeah, I looked at all. This is rap beef. Rap beefs happen. Um, the steps that led us here, as far as you know, the ingredients in this stew of Wellington. We saw the ingredients go into this. Well, y'all saw them. I had to catch up. You understand what I'm saying? All of the ingredients that went into this beef Wellington. So I'm inclined to believe that it's not, but I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? But so yeah. Question: is that OVO trying to get in his crib? Not OVO, excuse me, EXO. Because people want to run around with the ain't nothing connected, ain't blah 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 blah. This, it ain't got nothing to do with Kendrick, right? I know I wholeheartedly don't believe Kendrick has anything to do with any of these attacks on his crib, not intentionally. But I feel like the people have turned against Drake so much from the light that Kendrick has shined on Drake that they just gung ho now. They commando. They don't care. They just go vandalize this crib. I break in there, punch Drake in the face. This is what they thinking they could do. You know, dudes done been arrested for breaking in. The other dude, and they done got poo-papped and Ming Mao'd up on the, you know, like the first dude who, you know, I searched all the way around because I was like, am I bugging? Did I hear his crib got broke in again, or they tried to break in his crib again? Took a while for me to find it, but yeah. And you know, in the reports, both of the reports said that at some, you know, the reports read that, you know, the intruder got in, pause, got pieced off, the poo-paps put on. Probably the Ming Maos. The Poo-Paps and the Ming Maos are different, just so y'all know. The Ming Maos are way more severe. But anyway, you think that's some EXO? This beef that y'all talking about what OVO got with EXO, where EXO could have been the dudes doing the blaming, right? According to y'all, you think those dudes, right, are now the same dudes? They having somebody breaking this, they try to break in the crib. Hammer blammers are now about to do about the trespass, and then we seen the pic. We seen video of one of the trespassers. Dude looked like he don't look the part. Let's just say that. It was a Caucasian dude, looked kind of hippie. You know what I mean? Pause. Like he looked like, you know, he looked disheveled. Like he didn't look like nobody part of no OVO XO beef. I know that. So yeah. What I think is, as far as those attempted break-ins, that's attached. It is. People don't like this. People don't like them no more. They want to now. Whatever is whatever. You got savvy. You got psycho niggas running around fan blaming. I don't know. I don't think the security getting shot was fan blaming. I think it was something worse than that. But I just, it's my opinion. I'm gonna keep it to myself. And you know, we'll circle back to this maybe later sometime when more information comes out. But all of this rap beefing in it is you know, again, I ask you, is any of this good for hip hop? Is it really? Is any of this? I mean, is all of the because rap words led to all of this. You know what I mean? What's happening to Drake? Rap words led to all of this. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Um, how did the first person? How did the first rapper write? The first rapper ever. How did he write his rap? You know, because people are like, yo, hip hop has always been this. How would the first person? Do we have that story? I don't know if I heard that story. You understand? I will admit I'm not the most hip hop historian ash. You know what I'm saying? Face having ass nigga. I ain't that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't think I know that. I don't think I know the story of the first rapper or the first two rappers. You know what I mean? If there was a first rapper, who was there for him to battle? If it started out with one and then went to two, did them two battle? Or did one teach the other one and they had fun with it first? And then as I'm just saying, like, people, this is where it comes from. Then I don't know, B. Like, I'm at my age, I don't care about competition no more. Like, you know that, I mean, I guess that competition kind of seems stupid to me now. You know what I mean? Really. So that's just me. I don't know, B. I mean, I know all right. I know that this battle or these battles, they do make money. But for who though? You know, like the streaming services don't pay nobody nothing. They paying niggas pennies. So for all of these millions of views that niggas is getting for these songs they dropping, it ain't like they getting no cash that matter to them because they rich already. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Yeah, make money, but for who and at what cost? You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's gonna cost you some money too if it get ugly. You know what I mean? Like in the form of sponsorships and all of this that they, all of this going on with Drake. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's all worth it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and to who? Like, I mean, and if we going back, all right, and if we going battle, why we can't just go back to the old way we used to battle? Because back when niggas used to battle, we wasn't battling like that with this level of disrespect. Shout out to the West Coast. West Coast was some of the. I mean, no, Tim Dog. You got to say Tim Dog. Tim Dog was this. Tim Dog was one of the first. Rest in peace. Tim Dog. Anyway, Tim Dog was one of the first to the. Probably the first person we heard mention names in a disrespectful manner on the record. You know what I mean? It's probably the beginning of the East Coast West Coast tension. You know what I'm saying? That's still even though there was no authentic East Coast West Coast beef, the tension and certain resentment still exists to this day. You know what I mean? In weird pockets. I mean, the West Coast have always showed me love, and I love it. I'm technically on the West Coast now. I'm not on the coast, but I love it out here. But, I love the people. They love me. But what I'm saying is, what was I saying? I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, the tensions between the two, like, oh fuck it, ADHD. Next subject. Game one smoke with Ross. He want to smoke. Ross ain't he ain't responded yet. He yeah, he didn't respond. He ain't take the bait, but he did crack a few jokes or whatever. Them wasn't even jokes. He just kind of. I think they in a Louis Vuitton battle right now, whatever. Like I don't know. My question is this: since Game been trolling Ross, has Ross said anything else to Drake? You know what I mean? Because if he don't, that's kind of a bad look. That kind of it kind of did now if he did, I mean that's a bad look. Cause it's like you still talk, you still got energy for this dude, but you know what I'm saying. But this guy, that's what the fans is gonna say or whatever. I just, the common consensus is like this nigga Game got all the time in the world right now. Like Game is a writing ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? He rap. You know what I mean? He probably got 1,000 bars right now. You know what I'm saying? 2,000. And Ross got a car show he got to deal with, and all of this blah 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 coming up. Let's see what happens after the car show when it comes to that right there. You know what I mean? I'm hearing, content creator. I think it was academics. He's like, yes, more beef. See, that's niggas who ain't never been in nothing. It's crazy, be like, I don't care what none of y'all say about who. I will say this in every video. I don't care what none of y'all say about the beefs that didn't get violent. How you know? Everybody ain't a snitch. And we didn't always have all these cameras and all of that. I know for a fact there's some incidents that happened that stories that are not out there. I know. Me. Come on, B. Use your ass. We all running around here. Where you think I know everybody's snitching, but we are all familiar with the phrase stop snitching. It had to come from somewhere. There was a time when snitching was frowned upon. Niggas wasn't telling you everything we did, but I digress. I'll go over the game track when and if we get a response from Ross. I think we gonna get one though. We get a response from Ross, and not compare him and all of that, but the game track is fire though. It is. He did some name dropping in there. I don't feel like it's excessive. I feel like it's reasonable. I feel like all rappers, we do some, not all rappers, but a lot of rappers, we do a certain amount of name dropping. It's just the technique you use when you do it. You understand what I'm saying? It's the way you do it that can make it seem kind of weird or whatever. I'm not mad at the way Game did it in this joint right here. Wasn't excessive. At this point, I feel like it's like y'all tell me I do it too much. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna show y'all. Right? Just because y'all tell me not to, just because y'all complain about it, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna get it right. It's fine. It's all good. You know what I mean? Um, question: with all of the big money that's involved in this battle, like the labels and the Universal and them asking Drake to I'm not asking Kendrick to make a public apology and all of this, and asking them to dead the beef, which they're denying doing, but Drake might have, I mean, Kendrick might have ended the beef, but he ain't making no public apology, it looks like, right? And it doesn't, I'm just saying, like, it don't look like the slander and, the negative promotion is going to end at this point. It ain't got to be Kendrick. The machine, it's already, that, you ain't no putting that toothpaste back in the container, whatever you call it thing, the tube. You know what I mean? That's it. You can't unring that bell. It's out there already. You know what I mean? But you think that they may try to force Kendrick? Like you understand what I'm saying? When you got a people playing with that much money, these are not nice people. They not. I mean, they might be. I don't think so though. More often than not, they're not. You know what I'm saying? So, he don't want to apologize. He's still the face of the anti Drake. Head on the swivel, young head on the swivel. Because it's crazy out there. But I do have one thing to say. Negative. Just being a nitpicky OG barbarian rapper. Right? Is one line on the They Not Like Us song that I didn't like. It's not that I didn't like it. I just felt like he could, as nice as Kendrick is, he could have did something better. When he go wop, that fuck him up, wop. I'm gonna do my stuff. I don't like that part. So I'm gonna do my stuff. It's just it's too simple. I mean, he's a very complex. You understand what I'm saying? All the complexity in his rhyme. Now, I'm gonna do my stuff, and then what he should have said was bop, that up, bop, while I cut a rug because he did it on the bop. The song is a club banger. Niggas is gonna be cutting the rug to that. Cut a rug, rhyme better with him up than do my stuff too. He could have did that. But anyway, I'm out, y'all. I said all I had to say. Monster Nation. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a what do you call it? Hit the bell for notifications. You can do all of the things that make a page pop. Leave a super thanks if you feel like you want to be a tax-paying citizen of the nation. Oh yeah, welcome to the nation. I'm your host, Mr. Monster Man Rocco, aka the Rockness Monster. I'm the president, I'm the tour guide, I'm the landlord, I'm the owner, I'm the janitor, I'm the tenant, I mops the damn floor. Salute to my staff. We out. Give me 4 thumbs up if you made it to the end of this. And we're moving on. We're waiting for the beef tartar. You understand what I'm saying? Because if Drake and not Drake, if Game and Rick Ross actually clash, this is going to be nasty. Hence the term beef tartar. Rock on, rock going.